Hi Pisces, welcome to your August 2020 tarot reading. This is a general reading for the zodiac sign of Pisces, sun, moon, and rising sign. If this reading doesn't resonate for you, I highly encourage you to check out your moon and or rising sign because sometimes your message will be coming from those videos. Also, especially for you guys, Pisces, this month, don't get caught up on gender of people in the cards. You have a lot of people cards. You have the most people cards out of anyone this month. So these represent energies. Each person has masculine and feminine energy. So I'm going to be interpreting the energies, and a feminine energy might be applying to a male in your life and vice versa. So just keep that in mind. Okay, so let's just jump right in. The first card you have is the Ace of Wands. And this is an amazing, beautiful, positive card, Pisces. Thinking back to your readings from last month, I feel really strongly that this is telling you that you've turned over a new leaf. You're ready for a fresh start in something. It's like a spark of life has ignited in you where you feel like you've come alive. Like you might have felt dead energetically for most of 2020, and now you just feel like you're coming back to life. It's like a springtime in your mentality, like you're ready to start something new. It's going to be different things for each of you, Pisces. It could be a new job, a new project, maybe a new relationship, or an existing relationship where you feel like you just kind of want to start all over fresh with this person and just a new way of being. It could be, for some of you, doing a new diet or exercise regimen. So it's just you feeling really refreshed and energized to do something new. Yeah, and you feel like passionate and excited. You feel like I'm ready to do this new beginning, this new change. For some of you, it could be a pregnancy. Not all of you, but for some of you, this card could mean that. Yeah. And it's like career opportunities as well for some of you. Career opportunities come up with the Ace of Wands. Maybe some things are showing up. Interviews, offers, things like that. Yeah, and the Ace of Wands is not only about new beginnings, it also contains the promise of success related to you pursuing these ambitions. It could be a new enterprise, an identity formation, a career. It's saying whatever this thing is that you want to do, it's the right thing for you. It's going to work out. Yeah. And your creative juices are flowing. That's another thing about this card. You feel like you have a lot of ideas running through your mind and you can't even act on them or write them down fast enough. They're just going through your mind so fast. And for some of you, you might have just started a new job or a new business venture, and that's why this Ace of Wands here. So it's going to be different for each of you. It could be that the seed has been planted and you're starting off this fresh start, or you recently started this fresh start and it's in its beginning stages. Yeah, so that's a really great card to get, Pisces. The next card you have is the Seven of Swords. And I think you guys had this card or a similar card, similar energy in the general reading last month. And the way that I'm picking it up here is this turning a new leaf energy. It feels like you've kind of come clean about something, or you're starting to be honest with yourself and others about something you're going through or just something in your life. That's what it feels like really strongly, Pisces, that you've decided to tell the truth about something. And if that didn't apply to you last month, it could have been someone around you. So maybe someone around you, maybe someone you're in relationship with or a family member comes to you and says, look, like this is really how it was, or maybe I kept something from you. It could be that. It's going to be different for each of you. But there's another energy I'm picking up with the Seven of Swords. So you guys are going to have to see what fits. I also see a downside in this card. For some of you, it could be half-baked plans. So maybe you start off August with this great idea and energy from the Ace of Wands, but maybe it doesn't last very long. And that's what I could be picking up with the Seven of Swords. It could be related to that. It could be maybe being dishonest. So for some of you, maybe you haven't got out of that energy yet, whether it's you or someone else doing the dishonesty. It's going to be different for each of you. But yeah, it just feels like some unstable effort, some ineffectiveness. For some of you, it's being timid and indecisive, either you or another person, being timid and indecisive about something. This could be in a relationship or trying to decide between a job or a business venture. It could be something like that. Yeah, this card also talks about like not having sustained effort, like being incapable of sustained effort. So you could have started off really strong with this Ace of Wands energy and it just gets used up really fast, and then you kind of are back to struggling, like trying to figure out what to do. It could be that. It could be biting off more than you can chew. So again, with this Ace of Wands energy, you come in really excited and passionate at the end of the month, and then shortly thereafter, you're like, oh my God, I promised too much, I took on too much, and now you're trying to figure out what the hell to do. The Seven of Swords could also be like a mole or a snake in the grass, someone being dishonest with you. So again, like I said, like from last month, it could be someone not being truthful, or it could be you not being truthful to someone else. You'll know how it applies, Pisces. So yeah, a lot of different possibilities with this Seven of Swords. So the next 4 cards you have, this is pretty unique and rare. You have all court cards, and they so happen to not repeat when it comes to the elements. So what I mean by that is, so you have the Page of Cups, Queen of Swords, King of Wands, King of Pentacles. Cups is water, Swords is air, Wands is fire, and Pentacles is earth. So you have a person from each element, which is really interesting. So the two options, the two big options, not options, the two possibilities I see with this reading, with all these court cards or people cards here. These could be energies that you are going through, Pisces, in August. And it's almost like kind of a split personality experience. And that doesn't necessarily mean a mental illness. And I'm not trying to allude to that, but I'm just using that as an example of like, you go through all these different changes and like these different energies throughout the month. Where like you're occupying a more watery energy, and then you go to fire and air and earth, and it's a lot of bouncing around in your just emotional and mental state and energetic state in your body. Like it's just a lot of bouncing around. Or it's all these people around you who are driving you insane. So that is what I see as the two possibilities here for you. It's either all these 4 people around you who are just driving you totally bananas and oh my God, you're just so fed up with them, or you're going through these different emotions, like a roller coaster of, emotions and thoughts and different states of being throughout the month, okay? So it's going to be different for each of you guys, but let's just start going through each of them one at a time. The Page of Cups. This is a younger person. It's water energy, so it's like emotional. The way that I'm reading this card right now is someone who's a little immature. They could be unrealistic. They could be needy, childish, spoiled, unhappy, clingy. You might see them as living in a fantasy world. They could be deceptive or tricky, so that could be related to the Seven of Swords energy we just talked about. This is someone who puts their own needs ahead of others. Yeah, and you might see them that, oh, they're living in a dream, or they're lazy, or they're too dependent on others. You might see them as they're reluctant to assume adult responsibilities involving the care of others. So someone might have responsibility to take care of others. That could be elderly parents, that could be children, whatever the situation is, a spouse. Another energy with the Page of Cups that I'm seeing here is escapist, like someone who just wants to escape. I think I mentioned that already, like living in a dream. And also someone who could be struggling with drugs and alcohol. And I think that came up in your reading last month too, Pisces, where you or someone you know was struggling with that. So Pisces, you are a water sign. This could be you this month. You could be struggling with this, or someone could be seeing you this way, or it could be someone around you. So you have to see how it fits. It is a water sign, so there is a strong possibility it is you, that someone sees you in this way, in these ways that I've described. Someone could be seeing you as immature, or, you know, not taking on your responsibilities. It could be a spouse. It could be a parent or a friend or something like that. And if it is someone else, again, like I said, it's driving you crazy. Like you're tired of this person telling you that or making you feel that way, and you don't like it. Or someone close to you is being that way, and you don't like that either. Right, did I get that right? Either you're being that way or the other person is. Either way, it's not a great situation for you to be in. So the next person card is the Queen of Swords. So, yeah, the way I feel that this card is someone who wants to help you. They want to help you. This could be an older feminine energy, someone older than you. They want to help you, but they're not coping well with the drama in their own life very well. And they could be taking it out on you in a way. They could be bitter. You might see them as bitter or angry or vindictive. They're either too emotional or totally divorced from emotion. Either way, it's an off-balanced energy with regard to emotion. You could see them as cruel. They're being icy cold. They're being mean. You could see them as being hypocritical. This person could be really worried and suffering a loss and be in sorrow. Whatever it is, this Queen of Swords, they're going through something. It has nothing to do with you. It has to do with their own crap, their own stuff in their own life with their own people, whether it's their spouse or family or just their internal turmoil. Whatever it is, it has nothing to do with you. But they might be taking it out on you. And at the same time, like, they are trying to help you and be like a role model and helper for you. But they end up bringing their own crap into it, and it's not nice, to say the least. Yeah. I'm sorry you have all this people energy around you, Pisces. Whether it's you going through the ups and downs of life, and these are just states of being yourself, or other people. You know, I'm sorry that you have to deal with these energies, but it's just 1 month, and, you know, you'll get through it. The next card is the King of Wands. And the way that I felt this energy was someone who, it could be someone with a fire sign energy. Okay, I didn't say the signs. So Page of Cups, water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, Queen of Swords, air energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, and now we're on fire, King of Wands, which could be Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo. So this person could be suddenly changing their mind about something. And again, let me go back. I know I said the Page of Cups could be you, Pisces, because you're a water sign. These other energies down below of the Swords, the Wands, and the Pentacles, that could be you if your moon or rising sign is a corresponding sign of that element. So just keep that in mind. This person could be suddenly changing their mind about something. Maybe you guys had an agreement. It could have been a romantic relationship. It could have been some kind of work deal. And they're suddenly changing their mind. It's like they can't remain responsible or committed to something. Maybe someone can't stay committed to a relationship, whether that's you or another person. The King of Wands, the low side of King of Wands, which I'm reading it on the low side right now, that's the energy I'm getting. It could be a player energy. Maybe someone's not being faithful in a relationship. Also, the King of Wands on the low side, they could be creating a fire that they can't put out. So I feel like this is someone around you that comes in really strong and passionate, wanting to start something with you, whether it's a relationship or a business idea or just anything that you guys would do together, and it just fizzles out really fast and they're nowhere to be found, and you're disappointed in that. And again, that could be you doing it to someone else, Pisces, or someone doing it to you, so you have to see how it fits. But yeah, I mean, it ends up being disappointing, whatever it is. For some of you, it is a player energy. I'm sorry to say that. It's a male energy that is not being faithful or honest. That's only for some of you guys, though. It's not necessarily that. So, yeah. I feel like this King of Wands, they start out really passionately and then they end up stuck in a rut fairly quickly. Yeah, and this could be passion with no direction. You could see this person as taking unnecessary risks. Maybe they're just being too risky and unstable for you and you feel like they're being dangerous and irresponsible and it's making you feel nervous. It could be that. Or again, you making someone else feel that way. So the last card here, so many people cards. I'm not used to reading so many people cards. And I shuffled these cards so many times. So it's, you know, this came out the way it needed to come out. So the King of Pentacles, this is earth energy. If you're looking at it from the perspective of signs, that could be Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. So again, I'm picking up strong energy of low side of these cards. This is someone who could be being impatient. You could see them as stubborn, they're greedy. It could be a workaholic energy. Maybe they're just getting on your case about something. It could be a sexist person. Someone's being sexist to a woman maybe. Someone who identifies as female, that could be the case. It could be someone jealous of you or someone else near you. They could just be really insensitive. They could be dishonest as well. They could be taking some kind of financial risk that you see as not very responsible. You could see them as not performing work in a responsible way. Maybe they're acting out of expediency rather than following through a prudent course of action. And again, Pisces, maybe someone sees you that way in a work environment, or you're in a work environment and someone else is showing up this way to you. King of Pentacles is older male energy. So Pisces, that could be you if you are maybe like someone who identifies as male and you're a boss or a superior in a job situation, you're coming off this way. Or if you're not Pisces, you could be having a boss, male figure who's coming off this way, who's just kind of being a jerk, for lack of a better word. Yeah. So Pisces, I know this was kind of an unusual reading with all these people cards, but basically what I see here is that you're starting off the month with like this brand new, fresh start. You're really excited to start something new. It could be a project or a relationship. With the Seven of Swords energy, again, someone could be being dishonest, whether that's you or another person, or it could be you turning over that new leaf where you've decided that you want to come clean and be honest, or someone around you is doing that. And then these 4 court cards, again, you know, these are a lot of people around you or just different energies that you're going to be going through. Honestly, Pisces, the way that I feel like it is most likely is that you are probably the Page of Cups, and then these 3 energies on the second row are other people around you. That's what it feels like. It doesn't mean that that's necessarily what it is, but that's what it feels like very strongly to me. Is that you're the Page of Cups, and then you have these 3 people on the bottom that they're going to be occupying a lot of your time in August, and they're going to be driving you crazy in the various ways that I described each of them in this reading. So this is just for this month. You'll get through it. There's something you need to get through, something that you need to go through with these people, and that's why it's happening. There's something that you learn from them or they learn from you, and it's just something you have to get through. So Pisces, I pulled an additional card for like the overall energy key message you need to know, and this is from a deck of cards that only has the major arcana and the 4 aces, and you got the Chariot. So yeah, this is telling me that you are in a forward movement energy, but it is going to be slow. And that makes sense in the context of the rest of the reading, because you did have the Ace of Wands where you are starting this new beginning, but there's a little bit of issues with this Seven of Swords and Page of Cups where something kind of gets stalled, something is not quite on the up and up, someone is, you know, not really stepping up to handle their responsibilities. And I felt like that energy was mostly you, Pisces. So you are kind of struggling with that in August, I see. And you have a lot of burdens, you know, whether they're in the 3D or in your mind. If you look at this snail on this card, you know, he has all this moss and fungi growing on his big shell. So he feels burdened. You know, this could be you feel burdened with responsibilities, or maybe you feel burdened by your own mental content, you know, just feeling down on yourself. But this Chariot shows me that you do have the vehicle, you do have the means to travel to your destination. It's just the movements are going to be much slower than what you want. So yes, you do have this Ace of Wands energy. You do want to have this new start, but it is going to be slow. So the Chariot here is to tell you it is going to be slow. Calm down. It doesn't mean that you're not going to get there. You are. It's just going to take you longer than what you want. So the advice is to be patient, go through the process, with all these people from the reading in the month of August. And, you know, you're on that path, doing what you need to do. Okay, Pisces, I know that was a really strange reading, but I hope it made sense. I hope it was helpful. If it resonated, please let me know in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed watching this video, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Thanks, Pisces. I will see you later in the month with the next reading. Okay, bye.